All right, so ladies and gentlemen, one of our featured speakers of the day is Dorian Dale of the town of Babylon. He is the Energy Director and Sustainability Officer for the town, and Babylon is one of the leaders in New York State in terms of sustainability, of making sure things are recycled, reducing energy, and having innovative programs. And the person who brings those innovative programs is Dorian. And he's going to tell us about those, the advantages to the homeowner, and he was just showing me before some things on how much money can be saved through some of the programs that they have initiated, and some of them we're going to try to replicate here on Summer. So he's come here to inform, and from what I know of him so far, he'll be entertaining, and I think that he's going to come here also to lead us in a way. So it's a great pleasure to bring to you one of our distinguished speakers of the day, and that is Dorian Dale, the town of Babylon. Thank you and welcome.
One of the first responsibilities that I had is the old, you can't manage what you don't measure. So we set about to do a greenhouse gas inventory out on Long Island. And I should also, at this juncture, reveal that I am half Dutch, and so I am by DNA constitution very frugal. So I retained a couple of mechanical engineering students from SUNY Farmingdale, paid them $12 an hour, and we set about to crunch the numbers. Now, I don't know, and I'm sure that the municipalities in Westchester are significantly more up-to-date and efficient in the way they administer their business. But when we set about in Babylon to ascertain what we were spending our money on, we first went down to purchasing. They buy the fuel, for example. Well, all of their records for oil purchases were on 4x6 index cards, handwritten, with dollar amounts, no delivery usage gallon amounts. So that gives you an idea of how arduous this task was. So we had to do a lot of engage a lot of heuristics in this effort. We came to a couple of conclusions: that the average citizen of the town of Babylon was responsible for 13 2/3 tons of carbon dioxide per annum, and that our building sector, i.e. residential, was responsible for 38% of our carbon footprint townwide, and our commercial building sector was responsible for 24%. Now, flash forward to about a half a year ago, and the Roush Foundation, which does wonderful work out on Long Island, along with ICLEI, which is a international organization that helps out municipalities gauge what their carbon footprint is, did an island-wide carbon footprint, and they determined that the average Long Islander uses 13 2/3 tons of, or emits 13 2/3 tons of carbon dioxide, and that the residential sector was responsible for 39% of that. And I think that the cost of them doing that evaluation was probably on the order of about 50 times greater than our costs were in Babylon. So, so far in the Green Homes program that began in October 2008, we retrofitted or audited and are in the queue awaiting retrofit. Okay, these aren't dead audits at this point in time. 741 houses. Average cost of improvements, a little north of $9,000. Average savings, a little south of 11. Average payback year, just under 9 years. And in most cases, the payments, monthly payments from the homeowners, are structured to be slightly less than the actual savings they're realizing on their home energy bills. And what that means, again, is we've fulfilled that ESCO commitment, which we don't do contractually, by the way. We have to caveat and say it doesn't happen in all cases. But in effect, in most cases, the homeowner is effectively cash neutral. Given the fact that they haven't even had to stake the $9,000, they're in a particularly enviable position, because from an investment standpoint, $9,000 over a little less than 9 years is an annualized return of 12% on your investment. After you've reached that stage, you're clear. All that money is in your pocket.